One of the best ways to keep yourself organized on your computer is to use the Calendar app. So everyone has an app called Calendar that's installed on your laptops. The Calendar app, when you open it up, will show you a full-size calendar that you can scroll month through month to see what's coming up. But you can use this to put in just about any information that you'd like. So the way it works is like this. If I click the Calendars button on the left, it'll show me a variety of different calendars that I have available to me. You probably only have one called Home and maybe one called Work. Well, I can go to File, New Calendar, and I can create as many of these calendars as I want. So if I create a new one, I could create one and call it Homework. I could go to File, New Calendar, and create another one and call this one my baseball team. And so I can create a whole series of different calendars. If I right click on one of these, I can choose to change the color if I want. And maybe my baseball team's colors are blue. Right. And now all I have to do is anytime I wanted to add an event anywhere on one of my calendars, I simply go to the day. Let's say I have a baseball game today. I simply double click. It will create an event. And so I can type in. I could choose which calendar it goes in. And then I could go ahead and give it a time. I have the ability to set up alerts that will remind me before this event, the day before, minutes before. I can add notes, things like URLs. I can add attachments, other pieces of information to help me remember this. This is very helpful when it comes to trying to keep track of all the things you have going on at school. So let's say I wanted to put all of my homework assignments in here. All right, maybe I have a test coming up on Friday. All right, I can double click on an event and say maybe science test and say that is at 9 a.m. and I want to remind me one day before. So at 9 a.m. on Thursday, I will get a reminder that reminds me about this science test. And I make sure I choose it and put it on my homework calendar for this one. And it'll color code it and add it to my calendar. Now, any events that I put on my calendar, I have 4 different ways to view. So right now I'm looking at what's called month view. I also have a year view that shows the entire year. But the ones you're going to find helpful is there is a week view, which will show you everything that you have coming up in the next week, or a day view, which will show you a day-by-day view of what is happening this day. So you could actually use this kind of like a planner, and if I have homework, all I would have to do is, again, double-click, add an event, and then I would punch in all the information about that event right here, and I could use it and, again, set reminders to make sure that I don't forget something that I have coming up. You can have as many calendars as you want. You can use them to organize things like marching band, sports teams, family events, and you can use this to organize everything.